Hey drone friends, this is Adam at UAV Coach and Drone Pilot Ground School. Happy Friday morning and welcome to our Drone Weekly News Roundup. I have 3 stories to share with you this week. Our first story will cover the news about AirMap shutting down its UAV traffic management app by the end of the month. Our second story will dive into the FAA's draft of the BVLOS rule. And our third story will show some extreme sports lit by drones. Also, here are some job listings in the drone industry this week for anyone interested. Lithics is looking for a UAV pilot in Midland, Texas. JMA Solutions is looking for a remote pilot operator in Washington, D.C. Toast Wedding Films is looking for a drone videographer in Erie, Pennsylvania. And General Atomics and affiliated companies is looking for a UAV pilot in Alamogordo, New Mexico. With that said, let's fly in. Let's first talk about AirMap and how they will be closing down their traffic management app. At the end of June, the app will no longer be supported. The company had already stopped offering LAANC services on its app, and in a statement, they stated how AirMap has evolved many times over its storied history, from an app to create no-fly zones over your house, to a tool that empowers authorities to manage and monitor airspace. Over the past several months, our team has been hard at work building a next-generation product. Our new mission is to enable autonomy and beyond visual line of sight flight at scale. So hopefully, whatever the developers of AirMap come up with next will be just as good. Our next story talks about the FAA's new draft BVLOS, or Beyond Visual Line of Sight rule, that is currently open for public comment until June 14th. The new rule contains guidelines for expanding BVLOS operations, with proposed requirements that must be met for those who want to fly beyond visual line of sight. These include guidelines for detect and avoid systems, using UTM or unmanned traffic management for strategic deconfliction, and using shielded operations for certain types of BVLOS flights. The fact that the FAA is looking at ways to ease restrictions on BVLOS operations is really big news, since the Part 107 rules came out in 2016, and even before that, flying a drone beyond visual line of sight has been prohibited. For years, the only way around the prohibition was to get a special waiver, which could take months or years and require a lot of money. So I bet a lot of drone pilots, myself included, are curious to see where this story goes. And finally, let's show you some awesome and fun ways pilots are using drones to create some unique shots. Check out this video made by Craig Coker for Sony, showcasing how its AirPeak drone can be used to light up action shots at night. The video features shots taken at night of some extreme sports, like high-octane dune buggies driving in the desert, skiing, and surfing. And I just think that this is a great collaboration. Mix extreme sports and drone lights, and you're bound to come up with some amazing photos and videos. If you want to look more into how creators are using drones as a light source in inventive new ways, check out the link below from last week's story, highlighting the work of drone artist Jadikan. Also a reminder to keep submitting your best sunset photos and videos this month for a chance to get free access to our Drone Pilot Skill Builder course. A tip for this week when shooting sunsets is to really focus on your shutter speed and ISO settings. ISO will determine how sensitive the camera is to light, but it will also introduce a lot of digital noise that can ruin the photo. To be safe, try and aim for a low ISO, between 100 to 400. This, however, will make the image darker. So to combat that, try changing your shutter speed to around 1/30th of a second to see what results you get. All right, that's all we have for this week. As always, check out the links below to read more about each story. Also, show us some love by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. And now I'll pass it off to you. What do you think about AirMap's traffic management app shutting down? And how about the FAA's draft regarding the beyond visual line of sight rule? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you all have a great weekend, and to all of our drone pilots out there, blue skies and safe flying.